Well, I do think we're still behind, very much behind the curve on foreclosures. I think some of the slowing in foreclosure is just the system's backing up and states are becoming more aggressive and imposing moratoriums. So I think there are a variety of reasons why you might be seeing some slowing. Modification activity is picking up somewhat, but again, we don't have any granularity in the reports to know if these are long-term sustainable loan modifications or just recapitalizing deferred interest and principals. We've actually seen loan modifications that increase payments, don't decrease them. So I think it is important to have more granular reporting and tracking of loan modification activity, and also obviously we believe that we need to have a national program to provide some fiscally responsible financial incentives to get this done. I think we do need to look forward, and I think there's still a lot of borrowers to be helped. There's a lot of work to be done to get this situation corrected. So we've been working on this for a long time. We're on the ground. We understand the obstacles. We don't want to suggest this is a panacea. It's not. But we do think it could help. We think we could help significantly. And, you know, reducing, putting a significant dent in the number of unnecessary foreclosures going to the market would go a long ways to easing distress in that market. And so we continue to believe that, and we're eager to get a program in place. We think we've got a viable program. We made a number of changes already to accommodate some of the questions that the Treasury Department raised with us. And so what we do think is time to reach closure and implement something. There's nothing perfect. There's nothing that I can devise or anybody else that's going to be completely foolproof when it comes to gaming or anything else. And the harsh reality is a lot of these properties, it's what we found at IndyMac, had been abandoned already. Borrowers had just given up. A lot of them were investor owned, so there was no owner to begin with. And then a lot of them they're just in way too big a house. You can't modify the loan enough to pass the net present value test. You have to run a net present value determination against foreclosure value. So some people there will still be foreclosures, but we think we could probably reduce foreclosures by about a third of what otherwise you would expect with this program. Well, I think hindsight's always 20/20, and yeah, we would have wished a structured program would have gotten underway sooner. And we think that the voluntary initiatives have helped somewhat, but they haven't been enough. And again, I think there needed to be more granular reporting and accountability to make sure people followed through on what they said they were going to be doing. So it's helped, but in retrospect it hasn't been enough. But I think now we just need to get a program in place and get on with it. I think the key thing right now is to get banks lending again. We want prudent loans, but they need to do more in the way of lending.